Just because she went out wearing a super short skirt that showed off her perfect figure, she never expected that the moment she turned a corner, she would run into 4 vicious perverts. Seeing that no one was around, they rushed at Lisa, surrounding her while hurling insults. Lisa didn't want any trouble. She just wanted to get her daughter out of there. But there was no way those men were going to let her leave. After a struggle, Lisa was forcibly dragged into a dark room. Since all 4 perverts had their attention on Lisa, this gave her daughter a chance to escape. The girl quietly hid behind a stack of wooden boards nearby. The daughter was safe, but her mother wasn't so lucky. Over the next stretch of time, Lisa was assaulted by all 4 men, one after the other. It wasn't until they finally left that the girl dared to come out. By then, her mother was already unconscious. Desperate, the girl ran to the roadside to get help. Luckily, a car happened to spot her, and even better, inside were 2 police officers. The lead officer's name was Cage. After hearing what happened, he immediately rushed to the crime scene and called in backup to seal off the entire area. The investigation went smoothly. Evidence from the scene included skin tissue and fingerprints left by the attackers. If nothing went wrong, Cage was confident they could bring the men to justice within 3 days, especially since they also had Lisa's daughter as an eyewitness. Without a doubt, these 2 factors would greatly speed up the case. Not long after, Lisa was rushed to the hospital, while Cage used the girl's description to lead a sweep of the area, rounding up local vagrants and troublemakers. Anyone with a prior record or who turned and ran at the sight of police was taken in. By the next morning, 7 suspects had been caught. As expected, the girl had no trouble pointing them out. She would never forget the faces of the men who hurt her mother. All 4 attackers were among those arrested. Cage naively believed that with physical evidence and an eyewitness, the men would be convicted and justice served for the mother and daughter. But what he didn't expect was that the attackers' families had money and power. One family had a construction foreman, another had a business mogul. Together, they pooled $400,000 to hire the best lawyer in the city. This lawyer didn't care who was right or wrong. If the price was right, he could spin black into white into clear. In short, if you had money, everything was negotiable. On the day of the trial, what should have been an open and shut case suddenly turned. The defendants argued that Lisa had willingly engaged with all 4 of them and only fought them because they couldn't agree on the price. As for the daughter's testimony, the defense argued it didn't count. After all, she was Lisa's daughter, so of course she'd take her mother's side. Under the lawyer's constant manipulation, the case went completely off track.